11th century Europe was ruled by the Catholic Church, which held a firm grip on all aspects of society. This enabled Pope Urban II to wage war on the Muslim Caliphate in Jerusalem, the First Crusade, and on what he called the War of the Cross, to recapture Jerusalem from Muslim rule. It had been under Muslim rule since the year 637. But in 1099 this rule was brought to a bloody and sudden end. And it was said that the blood ran in the streets, knee-high to the horses. Women were raped and murdered, and children were put to the sword. Out of this bloodshed and terror, a group of warrior monks arose. The Knights of the Temple of Solomon, or what they were later to be known by, the Knights Templars. 20 years after Jerusalem was taken, the dome of the Roth Mosque was seized by the Templars, and they began excavating underneath the mosque, and what they found changed history forever. What did they find? Documents and books of the secret arts of black magic, Kabbalah and the ancient mystery schools. In 1187, after 200 years of war, the Muslims recaptured Jerusalem under the leadership of Saladin. In 1307, or 120 years after their departure from Jerusalem, their secret order was in place and fully operational. Pope Clement VII and King Philip of France accused the Templars of several heresies, including devil worship, black magic, sodomy, and many other mortal sins, which were part of their newfound rituals. The Templars were rounded up, tortured, imprisoned, and put to death. But a few of them managed to escape the same fate of their brethren, and that's when they went underground and changed their identity from the Knights Templars to the Freemasons. They found home in Scotland. King Robert the Bruce was excommunicated by the Pope, so the Knights Templars or Freemasons were welcomed with open arms. Both shared the same enemy, the Catholic Church. In the mid-15th century, the Crusader William Sinclair started construction of Rosslyn Chapel, which is the first landmark of the Freemasons and is supposed to be a representation of Solomon's Temple.
يعني الماسون والحركات السرية ورجال القبائل هم اللي يسيطرون على الإعلام، وكما قلنا يسيطرون على المؤسسات المالية والاقتصادية.
الماسونيه حركة تخريبية لإلحاد الناس وإبعادهم عن رب الناس.
سلم يا رب.
وهذه الماسونية هي التي تحكم من وراء ستار تسمى بالحكومة الخفية، ومنشأها من عند التلاميذ في سنة 1770. شوف من متى؟
1770 قضيب أكثر من 300 عام.
تمام. كانت مؤسسة روتشيلد اليهودي اللي أسست بعد ذلك جماعة النورانيين وحركة الصهيونية قامت بمراجعة البروتوكولات.
بروتوكولات حكماء صهيون.
تمام. فأعادوا صياغتها وتنظيمها على أسس لتمهيد لكنيس الشيطان لوصول المسيح المنتظر أو المسيح الدجال. يعني ده مسيحهم.
Historically, the control and manipulation of political opinion has been the Freemasons' main weapon in gaining control of countries and states. Once in control of the rulers and politicians of a country, laws and political structures could be changed in accordance with their agenda. However, since restricting the body does not necessarily mean restricting the mind, the Freemason recognizes that their plan for a global government hinges completely on subduing the masses to their agenda, and thus eliminating opposition to their cause. And the greatest threat to their plan, posing more danger than any army or law, is the threat of a free-thinking mind. In order to eliminate this threat and to achieve their objective, the Masons have set about the boldest plan ever devised. The complete control of every aspect of human life. Your life. And the weapons they are using against you are in your very homes, entertaining you and your children, and gradually indoctrinating you without you even realizing. In today's society, people are spending more and more time engaged with modern media, television, cinema, computer games, the internet, popular fiction and popular music are an integral part of our lives. The Masons are using the entertainment industry in particular to condition people to their way of thinking, either openly or subliminally. The methods they use vary, but the goal is the same, to impose their beliefs, their ideology and their objectives on you in such a way that you begin to think of them as your own. Cartoons, the Masons have not left anything to chance in promoting their message of a global government. Matt Groening, the creator of one of the most popular cartoon series in television history, The Simpsons, is a self-confessed anarchist. Matt Groening himself has openly declared that he wanted to get his own political ideas across within his work. But he wanted to do this in such a way that people would find it easy to accept his ideas. And the means he chose to this was a clever little cartoon called The Simpsons. So what exactly is The Simpsons teaching us and our children? There are many lessons being programmed into us. These include disregard for authority, either parental and governmental, that bad manners and disobedience is the way to attain status amongst people, and that ignorance is trendy and cool, whereas knowledge is unfashionable. However, what is especially worrying is the Masonic undertones of one episode in particular. The episode in which the father figure of the family, Homer Simpson, becomes obsessed with a group called the Stonecutters, or should it be called the Freemasons? Upon joining the group, his fellow members find a birthmark on him, a mark that makes the rest of the group declare him to be the chosen one.
Ah, the chosen one, whom the sacred parchment prophesied would lead us to glory.
But with his newfound honor and dignity, he, Homer Simpson, fools himself into thinking that he is God.
I always wondered if there was a God, and now I know there is, and it's me.
Some may dismiss it as nothing more than a children's cartoon, a bit of harmless fun. But the influence it has on audience makes it a very effective means of propaganda, indoctrinating a people without them even realizing. Its very creators admit that they are propagating their political ideas to the audience in a covert manner. Ideas spread through the domestic television can reach a far wider audience than movies and cinema. And it is through this media that a new concept is being introduced. The concept of one global leader.
Leon, I've been able to get some new info that might help you.
Fill me in.
Apparently, there's a religious cult group involved. They're called the Los Illuminados.
Los Illuminados? That's a mouthful. Anyway, I had an unexpected run-in with the big cheese of this village.
But you're okay, right?
Yeah, but he could have killed me, but he let me live. And he mentioned something about me carrying the same blood as them. Whatever that means.
Carry the same blood. Huh. Interesting.
كيف نحفظ أبناءنا من هذه الأشباح الكرتونية؟
أول شيء قضاء أوقات مع الأطفال. لو كل أب وأم قضى نصف ساعة مع أولاده، سواء كان حوارا أو لعب أو ملاعبة أو مرافقة أو خروج أو مشي أو مرافقة للتسوق غير ذلك، هذه نوع من البدائل. البدائل الأخرى هو الكتابة، التلوين، الرسم، اللعب بالطين، القصص، حكاية القصص، الألعاب، حتى الألعاب الجميلة اللي فيها تركيب، فيها مثلا تفكير، نوع من التفكير، الألعاب المشاركة مع الأولاد الآخرين، وجود أندية تحتضن هؤلاء الأطفال.